Hello, welcome back. Turn 49. Another, well, yeah, I mean, what to say? Another turn where nobody's doing anything except Yomi still, which is, you know, very good for Yomi. A bit worrying for everybody else in the lobby. We have a message from Calum as well. So, kind of in a holding pattern here. Yeah, you and every other person in the lobby, so don't worry about it. I'm surrounded by neighbors that I'm sure are stronger than me, so can't take much action on my own. Fortunately, invited to an alliance against Ubar and Yomi. Okay. Well, that's good. Yomi, definitely. And I'm biding my time until everyone attacks. I have limited access to tools to effectively fight Ubar, so I'm trying to get as much research done as I can to gain something at least. My hope is that I'll at least be able to snatch some land during this war, and see what options open up to me. Overall, since this is my first multiplayer game, my goal was to not be the first person eliminated. In that regard, I've been successful ever since I took Maconia out of the game. At this point, the only thing I'm still trying to do is figure out what the late game is like, and see what people can come up with. Nice work then. I remember my first multiplayer game, back in Dominions 3. I was Marverni, and I just expanded. And that was it. I just never attacked anybody, and just sat with my my starting area until like turn 56, and then someone won, and I was like, okay, well, you know. So I guess you've made more of an impact than I did in my first game. And Calum, again, I think Calum is a terrible nation from looking at them. I will say you've got actually pretty good tools to deal with Ubar though, right? Do you not get some Water 2 mages? Bro, you don't even get Water 2 mages? Oof. Oof, what is this? Alright, maybe not. I mean, what does Water 1 get you? I mean, it gets you Frozen Heart, I suppose, but that's not really... I mean, you could forge boosters though, right? You can forge a ring and then a robe. Oh no, robe's Water 3, isn't it? Alright, I mean, I don't know. Another thing that frustrates me about Calum, the nation, is they're just all gems, right? The got gutted, I think, in the Dominion 6 transition. And they've got a bunch of national summons, but the national summons need, like, Astral and Death. Do you have any Astral or Death sites? I guess you've got some Death. Because the other problem is, how do you search for Astral sites, though? I mean, you don't, right? Because you don't have an Astral Mage. Unless you get a lucky Amazon. What's your god? A lot of Insanity, Morningstar, Prince of Far, Lord of Brilliance. You've got a big Astral god, at least. Did we know that already? Do we know your blast? Penetration, Farcaster, yeah. I think that's Astral. Yeah, good luck with whatever else you do then with Calum. I got no advice for you. I don't know. I hate this nation. Anyway, besides Calum, let's see. Yomi takes 4 more provinces just with Dione again, so there's not much to say. They're just picking up all these Abyssian provinces over here. Abyssia also not looking great right now, are they? They have no cap for it, so this is gone. This province has been, I mean, you know, pretty... What's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, pretty somethingly pillaged. Ruthlessly? Vigorously? Excessively? Pretty comprehensively pillaged. Down to 14 income, with 260 unrest at the moment. And then Red Mines is 94 income. But of course, none of these provinces are connected to a fort anymore. They've got this Palisades under siege. And then they've got this Palisade, which is where their god seems to be. Great Warlock. I think this is crossbreed stuff, right? Hellspawns? I can't remember if they're any good or not. I think they might have magic poison weapons, or I could be thinking of something else. So let's see. Hypothetically, if they do have magic poison weapons, is that any good against you guys? Not really. I think second shape will have even more poison reso in it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know that Shade Beasts have reanimating bite, don't they? I suppose... I always forget. Can you soul drain demons and undead? Is it inanimate you can't soul drain? Or is it... I don't know. Is it mindless you can't soul drain? Technically mindlessness is about having a soul, right? I don't know. Either way. I guess what I'm thinking is, if Yomi just moves, like, these 4 Dione onto this fort and cracks it open, do you think they just take the fort if it's... I don't know, let me think. Because I guess they're blood mages as well. I'm not, like, super comfortable with what blood mages do in this situation. Especially since he probably doesn't have very high... Actually, he probably doesn't have many Bloodslayers either, does he? Because I guess you can do, like, Life for a Life. Isn't that, like... Is that, like, Blood 8 or something? Where am I? Life for a Life. Yeah, that's Blood 8. What else have you got? I mean, I guess enough blood mages can do... What's it called? Agony? Oh no, that's 1 damage. Yeah, this is for groups, that's right. Banishing spells? If you can, where are they? Are they earlier? What am I looking for? Like Claws of Cocytus and stuff, right? They always... Okay, it's here. That's also 8. What's good in blood against... Bro, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a super knowledgeable blood player, unfortunately. I don't know what you do against these guys. I don't think they care about morale, do they? Because they probably have like 30 morale when they turn into a ghost. I don't know. Remains to be seen, I suppose. Yeah, I don't have great insights for anybody at the moment. I just trying to watch things unfold, I suppose. But, I mean, yeah, there's not really much else happening in the world right now. Everybody is in a holding pattern. Front Gaia was just claimed, so I guess there's some Earth attacks going on. And Kraken, apparently. But, yeah, not as much as I would have thought, actually. Whenever someone claims the Throne of Gaia, I'm always like, oh shit, time to put all the PD in all of my provinces. But it looks like, what, 3 attacks in the whole world? It's actually not that much, is it? Oh, well, besides that, what can we see? Where is Yomi going to go next, then? I think best case scenario for them is still Roos gets into a war with Veritas. I wonder who Kalem got invited to a coalition with. Not Ubar, from the sounds of things. I don't know. I don't have any real interesting things to say this turn, unfortunately. But, well, no buts. Let's just go on to the next turn, then. That's 49. Let's see if any wars start breaking out. Hello, welcome back. Still pretty usual story right now. We do have a Dire Portent, though, finally. But it's only Motherrick going back up, so... Yeah, Yomi gets more gems. And Ubar has another profit. What can we see this turn? We have Yomi pinging the big bad throne in the caves. So Anunnaki, bunch of Springhawks, some Enkidus. Yeah, Anunnaki with a Morning Star. And an Apkalo. That is a lot of gems. Do you think if you kill someone holding a bunch of gems, they should drop the gems the way that they drop items sometimes? That'd be cool. We also have a Hill Giant, very nice. Yeah, pretty frightening throne. I think even for some Dione, right? Because they're going to have to be a bit careful about big astral spellcasters, I imagine. Not to mention the Springhawks, actually. You can't bring anyone who's vulnerable to lightning, or even... You'd need more than 5 shock res. I assume this is armor negating, right? Yeah. Lightning usually is. Yeah, it's by far the toughest throne in the world, I believe. It's this one down here. But they're moving on Crystal Fields, they're sitting on Underspring. They could lock this down and then throw their dudes into this if they think they can take it. I don't think... Do we see any Dionis this month? And Shock Res, I mean this guy... I mean, yeah, this guy's pretty tough. That's what just landed on Crystal Fields. Anyway, yeah, let's just look through the other messages first. This is an odd one. This is another replay bug, so we don't know what happened here. Apparently on the server, Parasos loses both commanders doing this and loses. In our replay, they win. I have a feeling maybe these guys get around and kill the commanders or something. Or, well, I guess either squad could maybe do that. It doesn't happen in our replay, though. In our replay, they take the province quite comfortably. So I'm not sure what happened exactly in the in the old version of Dominions that led to such a catastrophe. Yeah, but as it is, they bounce off an independent province. Bit of a shame. Then we have, yeah, this is Yomi moving on to Crystal Fields. Sarah's little fort. Pretty usual stuff though. Blessing, Earth Power. Let's see. Group Iron Skin. More blessings, Temper Flesh, Skeletal Body. Any of you guys even bother bringing gems or anything? This guy's got some Earth Gems, probably just for the armor buffs, right? And they've got this dude. So not much new to see, but that is now sitting on Crystal Fields, and it is open, so probably take that next month. Ooh, Ubar grabs Red Mines as well. Let's see, there's also Realm of Silence, yeah, more Dionis. Oh, 2 of them. How are you guys geared? 30 shock res. Oh, this guy looks like he might be planning on hitting a bird throne. This guy too. Yeah, maybe these guys are gonna try and take that throne. Do you guys have any special abilities? No, brand new, purpose built. And then we've also got, yeah, red mines, so... Okay, 1 point of PD. More actual Blackhawks. I feel like Uber has a lot of Blackhawks. Yeah, but they are now over the water, next to where Abyssia once was. I also saw there's this assassination battle. This is a real meeting of the minds here. We've got a Gaitan and an Anathemant Salamander. Great battle. Shaitan buffs up. Salamander does some salamanders. He then lays down some mist form on them. No, he then... Wait, someone laid down personal mist form, then does sulfur haze. Okay, that's what I meant to say. Sulfur haze on the salamander asps. Okay. So these guys do the flame poison bite. That's a really interesting poison. So they hit for 1 point of damage and they stack a little bit of poison on this guy. So, how much did you start with? 26 hit points. Another big sulfur haze coming. Salamander walks through the sulfur haze. Doesn't care. Now everybody's sulfur hazed. And start laying out the shockwaves. And there we go. Great work, everybody. That was some great decision making on both sides. Amazing stuff as always. What else can we see? Commoners attacking, yeah, Roosters, Garnet Sorceresses. Do you have anything special on these guys to keep them alive? No, just bodyguards. Nice work. And then we got some Earth Gnomes, some Ivy King stuff, some Earth Gnomes, and some Foul Spawns. Interesting, hitting 108 Shakomis. Not what you want to see if you're a Vine foul spawn. Anyway, here's the map now. And still not much we can see, really, because still nobody moving. Rus, tons of stuff on his thrones. Playing very defensively at the moment. They have 3 thrones, Baratos has 4. Yomi has 3. I think they have at least 1 unclaimed though, right? How are we on... Let's see. In terms of ascension points, it's Baratos in first, then Rus, then Yomi. Nobody really anywhere close to winning. There's 3 clearly like very large players now in Yomi, Rus, and Baratos. So somebody has to win, you know, some thrones off somebody else if they want to win the game. But nobody making any moves just yet. I imagine there's probably a lot of diplomacy going on in the background if Calem's talking about, you know, coalitions taking shape. And it sounds like, you know, at least some people are worried about Yomi. Although, also worried about poor Ubar, who, you know, I don't think is really that threatening in the grand scheme of things, but, hey, I guess that's what you get if you pick Ubar. How's Abyssia doing? They do have this fort under siege. Oh, that was the 2, Dione, okay. Oh, so you guys the shock guys. Oh, interesting. So those guys are there at the moment. The cave situation hasn't changed much. Down to 146 unrest here. I haven't seen him building a fort here yet, so he's not trying to rebuild his capital just yet, but probably doesn't have the income to do so. In fact, he's going to be income locked now because he has no forts. So that's not a great position for Abyssia. Yeah, I get the feeling Abyssia might not be long for this world. And yeah, Yomi ends up with quite a lot of their holdings, which... Again, how far ahead are you on provinces now? Holy shit. And gems after putting up Mother Oak? Yeah, I mean... There's a clear favourite to win at this point. Interesting as well because their first, like, what, half a dozen turns were awful? Just goes to show you. With a bit of diplomacy, and a bit of time and space, and neighbours making questionable decisions, you can come back strong, apparently. Never give up. What else can we look at then? Let's go quickly around the map. So Pyrenees, long dead. Abyssia, probably about to be dead. Malverni does have lots of big stacks now everywhere. Remains to be seen how effective they're going to be. I think we might have already, you know, missed the portion of the game where the exploding boars might have been difficult to deal with. But we'll see. He's fortunate that he doesn't border any big nature nations, because that's always annoying when you attack somebody as Malverni with all the boars and they just spam whatever it's called, the animal enslavement spell? I can't remember what it's called. Beast Mastery or something? You know the spell I'm talking about. Controls every animal on the battlefield. Yeah, I mean, they might be part of this coalition that's taking shape. Would be cool to see all the small fry over here start attacking Yomi. Would be nice if that included Ubar, though, to be honest. That might be what it takes to put a dent in Yomi at this point. Muspelheim long dead, Makoni long dead, Saro almost dead. Memoria long dead. Calem, I'm waiting to see them jump into action. Yomi doing great. Baratos. Interesting thing about Baratos, they don't really look like they have much of an army anymore, do they? I guess there's quite a bit of stuff around here. Pulling it inwards. Keeping stuff off their borders. And, oh, they just scouted another throne. No, Yomi, oh, I completely misread that. Yomi scouting Forbidden Land Parcel. Oh, or maybe just getting caught by a patroller, right? Yeah, probably these guys are patrolling. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, probably still... I mean, yeah, probably don't have much else to say. until something happens. Worth remembering though, no movement at this point I think just favors Yomi, because, well, first of all, they are still moving. And second of all, they make far more gems than everybody else, so a turn passing is more valuable for them than everybody else. What about research? Is that true for research as well? Veritas is storming ahead on research. I would like to see them just suddenly start rocking, you know, massive stacks of Storm Demons or something. That would be cool. So far, what can we see? Lots of sheds. Or shedu. That's about it. They've got about 70 shedu. Not super threatening, is it? Oh yeah, the shedu was sitting in Jome. That's interesting. But technically they are adjacent to the best province in the game, Throne, as well. They could be getting ready to attack Yomi from there, couldn't they? The forces are all central. There could be movement towards Jome. That might catch Yomi off guard as well. Maybe it's Beritos and the small fry getting ready to attack Yomi. That would be cool. As it is, so that's turn 50. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, I somehow don't have turn 51 backed up. But I think it was the Yomi player who does. So Yomi sent me their turn for turn 51 instead, so maybe we can look at that now. We'll just get that boxed off. Hang on. Let me see if I've got that. Uh-oh. Turns out I don't have that turn file either, so I will try and chase that up and see if it still exists. And maybe next time there'll be a turn 51, or maybe there won't, because I'm an idiot. Exciting stuff, you know? Tune in next time to find out.